All right, so getting more leads in your detailing business is pretty much the single solution to every single one of your problems as a business owner. Now, why is that? Because more leads is obviously more money. More money is more time. More leads allow you to go out and build a team and actually have jobs to give your employees. Without leads, there's obviously no sales and pretty much no business at all. So in order to build a thriving business, you need a way to get consistent leads, not just leads, but high quality ones that actually understand your value, trust you, and aren't going to waste your time. Now, here's the problem with most people. Either one, they're just completely doing the wrong things to get leads, or two, they're just simply not doing enough input. So in this video, I'm going to be covering the best way that I found to get tons and tons of leads for your detailing business. And it's all the things that allow me to get 20 to 30 leads every single day for my business. So with that being said, let's jump into exactly what I've been doing for the past 3 years. All right, so let me get one thing straight first, guys. Leads are not a mystery. Getting leads is not hard. They just come from stacking the right systems. And if you're still relying on referrals or hoping that someone books in from just a random Instagram post, you're simply just gambling, shooting blind shots, hoping that something lands, which is not marketing at all. And the next point, you need multiple streams. I think one of the biggest problems most of you guys have is you spend hours and hours searching social media, searching YouTube to find the very best method to market your detailing business. But the thing is, there's not one thing. It's going to be multiple streams all working at once. And here's exactly what those things are going to be. First is your Google business profile and your website. Next is going to be your organic outreach methods, so social media, then paid ads, and then your reactivation systems through past clients. The detailers who are staying booked out aren't just doing one thing. They've layered systems that work together all day, every day. So let's jump into number one, which is Google business profile and your website. By far, the most important thing when it comes to your Google business profile is going to be the amount of reviews you have. And if you're watching this video right now and you don't have at least your Google business profile set up, go do that. And two, if you don't have at least 100 5-star reviews, get off of this video and go ask every single person you know to leave you a review for your business. Now, outside of just reviews, what kind of optimizations can you make to your Google business profile? You have the opportunity to upload photos, which should all be geotagged with the location. Two, you could add updates, which you should at least be doing every single day. Three, make sure you have an address attached to your profile. And the fourth and final are just the small additions you can make to your profile, like Q&As, which you guys should all have, all your service descriptions, and of course your website and all social media is linked to your profile. Now, when it comes to your website, there are literally hundreds and hundreds of things you could do to boost your SEO or search engine optimization. The few things that you want to focus on is going to be one, your website speed. Google wants the best experience possible for all their users. And if your website is taking ages to load, they are not going to want to rank you high whatsoever. And the easiest way to do that is to go on a Fiverr and find someone who specializes in website speed, which will cost you anywhere from $50 to $100. That's the simplest and fastest way to do it. But if you want to do it yourself, here are a few things you can focus on. One, make sure that all of your photos are condensed. The bigger your photos are and the higher quality they are, the longer it's going to take for Google to load them. Two, if you have any videos on your website, make sure they're through an external link. What I mean by that, instead of just posting a video straight onto your website, post it onto YouTube, then have the YouTube link featured on your website. That way it loads through YouTube and not your website. Now, three, if you have any custom fonts that you've downloaded into your website, those are also going to cause your speed to slow down a ton. So your best bet is to just use the default font that your website builder has to offer. But honestly, I wouldn't want to do any of that shit, so I would just pay someone to do it for me. Now, moving on, what are the other ways you could get your website to rank? So the first thing that I would recommend all of you guys to do is go to Google Neil Patel 50 citation sites. And essentially all a citation site is a business listing website. Think of places like Yelp, Apple Maps, Facebook, Yellow Pages. All of these websites give you the opportunity to go in and create a profile for your business. In that, which is most important, include a link to your website. And the reason this helps you rank is because Google trusts you more. More often your business name, your business website, your number, your address show up across the internet, the more Google is going to recognize you as an established business, and they're going to want to push you up higher in the rankings. Think of citations as online trust signals. And the more trust you have, the better your SEO is going to be. All right, now the next thing you want to do to get your website ranking better is to add blog pages. Now, before you freak out and think you have to go write a bunch of shit for your website, all right, this isn't school, just use ChatGPT. Don't write that shit. Now, why do blog posts actually help your website rank better? It's because when you post stuff like 5 ways to keep your car clean in the winter, or why ceramic coatings work better than a wax, you're essentially giving Google new reasons to show your website to people. Think of it like this. Google wants to recommend websites that are alive and helpful, not ones that look like they haven't been touched for years on end. So every time you post a new blog on your website, you're essentially reminding Google that your business exists. So how do you do this? Go onto your website builder and create a new page. Most of them have preset templates specifically for blog pages. You can name it something like car care tips or detailing advice. Now you want to go into ChatGPT and ask it to write 10 blog posts written for ranking purposes in your city. Now you want to tell ChatGPT to consistently use the name of your city in each blog, also to fill it with detailing keywords. Make sure you add photos that also link to your website. And at the bottom of each blog post, you could also add an internal link. All that means is having a link in your website that links to another page in your website. So for example, at the bottom, you could put, if you want your car taken care of this winter, go ahead and book a detail with blank. And then obviously it'd be your business and that link could go back to your booking page. I know it's pretty complicated, but this is all SEO is about. All right, and the last recommendation I'm gonna give you for SEO is make sure your website is optimized for mobile viewing, because 90% of your customers are not gonna be on their computer. They're gonna be obviously on their phone. Now, when it comes to marketing on social media organically, it's super simple. All you have to do is post consistent good content and outreach to people consistently. And when you outreach, make sure you don't sound like a robot, because people hate being solicited. But if you reach out to them like you're just a friend, asking a question or giving a compliment or asking them for referrals, it comes off a lot better and a lot more organic. Then when it comes to content, most of you guys are posting shit content and you're wondering why you can't book anything from social media. One, you're not showing anything. You're not showing yourself or anything your business stands for. When it comes to actually detailing, you're not showing any processes or why people should go with your detailing company instead of anyone else in your market. It's not hard to film good content, guys. All you have to do is get a tripod, a chest mount to film POV content, and do occasional voiceovers. Talk about your processes, talk about yourself, talk about your business. People buy from people, and that's one of the biggest mistakes I made early on is I just made it all about the business, tried to look as professional as possible. I never built that human connection with my clients through Instagram. Now, moving on, you want to create a paid ad system that pays for itself. When you're spending any type of money on ads, you want to be multiplying your money by at least 8 times. So if you put $10 into ads, you want to be getting $80 back at the bare minimum. And before I continue, stop being scared of ads. It's almost like a guaranteed system to win. The way Google and Meta Ads Manager is set up now, it makes it so simple, it's almost impossible to lose money with either one of them. So first, with Meta Ads, the game is simple. It's pretty much all in the creative now. And what I mean by that, so obviously you need to have a good enough creative first to interest people enough for them to give you their information. It all starts in the beginning. First 3 seconds of any ad are the most important because that determines whether people are going to scroll or continue watching your ad. And 2, you need to be calling out the right people. And then 3rd, you need to have a good offer to go along with that. And what I mean by Meta almost makes it impossible for the advertisers to fail is with their new AI update. And essentially, Meta knows exactly who you're trying to target and what you're trying to offer solely based on the ad video itself. So if you have good copy, good callouts, and a good script, Meta is going to take all that information, directly target your ideal audience. You don't have to go around messing with audiences, the location, interests, ages, any of that. Meta knows exactly who's going to be interested in your service. Number 2, of course, is Google local service ads. I know not many of you have heard of these. Of course, you probably just heard of the regular search ads, but local service ads are the sponsored section that show up at the very top of Google when people search for detailing near me. Now, why does Google favor these ads instead of regular search ads? It's because the process that you need to go through to even be verified to run these type of ads. You need business insurance, you need to go through a background check, and you need to have an address attached to your business. Google doesn't just want any business to get a chance to market at this spot. So they require all these verifications to make sure that the users are getting the best experience possible. So if you go through the hassle as a business owner to get all these things in check, Google is going to favor you like crazy. And then of course, finally, retention, free leads that you've already paid for. The cheapest leads by far are the ones that you guys already have. Most of you are just lacking the systems to rebook, upsell, and reward all of your current clients. So what does that look like? Start with something as simple as a loyalty card. Every 5th detail from your client is free. And then upsells, of course, these are people that have already booked, they already trust you, and they're already expecting your service. But as a business, you still have an opportunity to increase that initial ticket like crazy. All of you guys probably know of this. You guys just don't have a problem to get them consistently. And here's by far the best advice and the best method that I use to get upsells. And it's by using an upsell sheet. First and foremost, you want to make sure that you're pitching upsell before the job starts, because by the end of it, the client's already checked out. They don't want to pay anymore. So you do a walk around in the car, finding anything and everything that could be added onto the ticket. And then you present your client with a laminated upsell sheet that has a picture and a description and a price for every single one of your upsells, and simply just show them and offer it. You want to make it as easy as possible, so make sure they barely have to think about it, and as quick as possible. And that's exactly what an upsell sheet would do for you. And then outside of upsell, make sure you're following up like crazy. Text 24 hours after the detail, a week after the detail, 30 days, 60 days, and then 90 days. It doesn't have to be the same text every time. You could follow up with special deals or discounts. You could pitch maintenance or pitch new offers, literally anything. Just make sure that all your clients know you still exist, you're still in business, and you're still offering services. And make sure that they know they're being favored because they already used your services. All right, boys, and we cannot forget in-person referrals. If you watch my content, you know how much I've talked about this and how much I encourage each and one of you guys going out and using this method. In the beginning, the hardest thing as a business owner is that you have zero trust. Getting people to see you isn't the hard part, but it's getting people to see you and trust you and choose you over any other detailer in your market. And by far the best way that I found to do this is not to do it through yourself, but to gain trust through other businesses. Businesses that have been around for years and have already gained that trust in the community have no problem referring you to their customers. So how do you do that? You simply just walk in, talk to a manager, talk to the owner, create a friend, and create a referral system. You'd be surprised how many people out there are willing to help new business owners get more clients. And I've literally done this in hundreds and hundreds of businesses in my market. Walk in with a stack of cards and simply ask them to refer any of their clients that are interested in detailing services to send them my way. And where would I do this? One, the obvious, which is automotive businesses, mechanics, wrap shops, dealerships, anything having to do with cars, outside of detailing shops, obviously. And then two are businesses where my ideal clientele would be showing up. So people who have money or care about their appearance. So places like country clubs, barber shops, gyms, all of them. I'd walk into them with the same exact pitch. And the only time I ever got a no from a business was if it's like a dealership or a mechanic who offer detailing services themselves. Other than that, everyone was more than happy to do it. Just get off your ass and go into businesses and don't be scared to talk to people. So guys, it's not magic. It's not one single thing that's going to blow your business up. It's just simple math. If you stack 4 to 5 of these methods at once, I promise you, you will begin booking out your calendars. You'll be able to actually raise your prices and charge what you're worth and choose the clients that you actually want to work with. Most detailers just wait around for leads, and the best ones actually go out and create them. So if you want my full lead gen system, just DM me the word leads on Instagram at DK Mobile Wash, and I'll send you the exact checklist and ad templates that I use in my business. So I hope you guys found this video super valuable and actually take what I'm saying and go out and do it, because all of this stuff works. I know for a fact because I actually did it, and I've seen dozens and dozens of detailers do it for themselves. So be sure to like this video, and we'll see you guys in the next one.